Hello everyone, and welcome to today's video. I'm thrilled to share something truly empowering with you. Imagine having a secret weapon that helps you improve your life, health, confidence, relationships, success, all by harnessing the power that's already inside your mind. Sounds amazing, right? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. The Miracles of Your Mind by Inside the Covers. Not just as a book, but as a practical guide to changing your life. Over the next chapters, we'll explore how your subconscious mind acts like a garden, fertile for planting seeds of positivity and growth. With the right nourishment, belief, suggestion, visualization, you can watch those seeds sprout into health, happiness, prosperity, and more. We'll start by understanding what the subconscious is, then move through health, abundance, relationships, habits, intuition, symbolism, and end with tips to weave these techniques into your day-to-day life. This isn't about random fluff. It's step-by-step guidance you can actually use. And yes, we'll break down complex ideas into super simple language along the way. So if you're ready to unlock your mind's hidden potential and see real change, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. What is the subconscious? Let's begin with the basics. What are we talking about when we say subconscious? Think of your mind like a boat crew. The captain is your conscious mind. That's you, awake, thinking, deciding. The crew, working below decks, is your subconscious, always at work, interpreting instructions and keeping the ship sailing smoothly. Your conscious mind notices your breath, chooses your words, decides what to eat. It uses facts and logic and gets tiring. Your subconscious handles heartbeat, digestion, memories, instincts. It's powerful and persistent, but it only works with what you feed it. Thoughts, emotions, images. Here's the big idea. The subconscious accepts everything you feed it as truth, especially if you repeat it. If you say, "I'm always late," again and again, your subconscious starts to treat it like fact, and you become someone who's always late. But if you switch to, "I arrive early everywhere I go," and repeat it with emotion and belief, your subconscious begins to work toward that goal. Let me give you a real-world example. Imagine you're learning to play the guitar. First, your conscious mind needs to focus. Finger placement, strings, rhythm. But with practice, those moves slip into your subconscious. You don't think about them, you just play. That's the subconscious in action. Learning, storing, automating. Your subconscious is like clay. It takes shape from repeated thoughts and beliefs, and because it's always working in the background, it's a powerful force for change, if you guide it correctly. That's what the next chapters are all about, how to guide it with intention, not leaving it to drift. Healing and health. Thoughts that heal. Now let's put this idea to work in a vital area, your health. What if your subconscious could help your body heal? Sounds incredible. But listen to this. Your brain and body are in constant conversation. The subconscious helps control immune response, stress, and healing. So if we can use it positively, we can support better health. Here's a simple technique. Relax deeply. Sit or lie down. Close your eyes. Breathe slowly. Imagine entering a quiet room in your mind's eye. No noise, no distractions. State a positive affirmation, like, "My body is healing. My immune system is working perfectly." Feel it emotionally. Imagine relief, comfort, a warm glow moving through your body. Repeat nightly, ideally just before you fall asleep, when the subconscious is most receptive. Notice we don't deny illness by saying, "I have no pain." Instead, we acknowledge and direct energy. The pain is shifting, changing, leaving me. This is powerful because the subconscious can't process negation the way the conscious does. but it can process clear, visual, emotional suggestions. You can tailor this for anything: reducing inflammation, healing wounds, easing stress, improving sleep. Just keep it short, positive, and present moment. I wake with energy. Every cell in my body is vibrant. I am calm and balanced. When you read them, pause for a second. Breathe them in. This repetition builds a powerful, positive impression. A lot of people ask, is this safe? Will it replace medicine? Short answer, no. This is complementary, supportive. Always follow medical advice. You won't replace medication, but you might just support your healing journey, helping with stress, mindset, immune readiness, and overall energy. So go easy on yourself. Try one technique tonight and see how you feel tomorrow. Small steps start big change. Prosperity and success. Let's plant seeds in your subconscious for prosperity, success, and opportunity. Start by visualizing what you want. Really see it. Want a new job? Imagine the interview room, the handshake, that email saying you're hired. Feel the excitement, pride, relief. Want more clients? Picture a full calendar, happy clients, and positive feedback emails. Want financial stability? Imagine opening your bank app to higher balances and feeling gratitude. Now, pair it with an affirmation, such as, I attract great opportunities effortlessly. My income grows every day. I deserve success and I welcome it now. Say it calmly, confidently, ideally at 2 key times. Just after waking, when your mind is relaxed, and just before sleep, when your subconscious is most open. But why is this effective? Because your subconscious doesn't distinguish between memory and imagination. It reacts to emotion and repetition. So, when you feel like success is real, your subconscious begins to align your behavior. You notice opportunities, feel more confident, take initiative, talk with magnetism, network more easily. It energizes you to act like the person who's already successful. Now, pair visualization and affirmations with grateful momentum. Keep a small journal, or even just 3 lines on your phone, where you note down things that felt good today. A paid invoice, a successful meeting, a good idea. Gratitude turns your attention to abundance, which encourages your subconscious to open more doors. Let me sum up. Choose one goal, like a job, income, skill. Visualize as if achieved. Picture, emotion, sensory detail. Affirm it twice daily, morning and night. Gratitude practice. Note 1 to 3 things daily. Trust and consistency. Do this daily for at least 21 days to establish new subconscious patterns. A lot of people ask, but what about planning and effort? Your subconscious work doesn't replace action. It supports it. It shifts your mindset, energy, confidence. You'll move, but in smarter, more aligned ways. Finally, expect subtle shifts at first. A feeling of possibility, encountering helpful people, better ideas. And when those appear, act on them. Nourish every small sign of progress. That's how these seeds grow strong. Relationships. Relationships benefit enormously from subconscious influence because your beliefs about yourself and others shape how you interact with anyone in your life. Let's start with finding the right partner or improving love with someone you already care about. Step 1. Decide what you want. Write it down. Visualize everyday moments with that person. Morning coffee together, supportive chats, hugs. Feel those emotions: joy, warmth, safety. Now use an affirmation. I attract a loving, respectful, supportive partner. I am worthy of love, and I give love freely. Say it with belief twice daily. Use tenses like I am or we are. Avoid I will find, because your subconscious responds best to the present moment. If tension arises, pause. Take deep breaths, then mentally repeat, we're listening to understand, not to reply. Or, I'm calm, I speak clearly, I hear you. That suggestion, thought or silent, reprograms your subconscious toward harmony rather than repeating old reactive habits. At work or with family or friends, similar ideas work. Choose the relationship you want to improve. Visualize calm, helpful interactions. Affirm, we cooperate easily, or my guidance is clear, respectful, and appreciated. These thoughts shift how you present yourself and what you attract. Remember, you're not controlling or manipulating someone else. You're changing your state. When you shift your mindset, others respond differently too. A calm you invites calm in others. A positive you opens the door for positive energy from others. Breaking bad habits and fears. Breaking bad habits and fears starts by identifying the specific behavior that's holding you back. Whether it's procrastination, nail-biting, overthinking, or social anxiety. Begin by observing the habit closely. For instance, I bite my nails when I feel anxious. Once identified, create a clear and calming replacement, like, I take a deep breath and gently rub lotion into my hands. To rewire the mind, find a calm space and sit relaxed. Visualize yourself performing the old habit, then shift the image to the new one. See yourself taking a breath, applying lotion, pressing your palms softly together, and smiling. Pair this with affirmations such as, I am calm. I handle stress with deep breaths and gentle self-care. Or, I trust myself to respond gently. And say them with genuine belief. Practice this each night for 7 to 14 days, or longer if needed. As the habit begins to shift, apply the technique during waking moments of stress. Pause, breathe, imagine your new response. Say your affirmation, then act. Every time you do this, you train your subconscious to choose the new behavior. The same process works for fears like public speaking. Enter a relaxed state. Picture the fearful scenario. Then visualize yourself calm, confident, and speaking clearly, while the audience responds positively. Use affirmations like, I speak clearly, I am connected, my words matter. Let that feeling of ease and safety grow. With regular repetition, especially in quiet, focused moments, your brain forms new neural pathways. You're not erasing the trigger, just teaching yourself a new, empowering way to respond. You'll know the shift is happening when the new habit kicks in automatically during stressful times. Acknowledge and celebrate those moments. Each one is proof that real change is taking root. Intuition. Your subconscious isn't just a place where habits and fears live. It's also the source of creativity, wisdom, and intuition. Beneath your conscious awareness, your mind is always making connections, analyzing patterns, and storing subtle insights. The key is learning how to access that inner guidance, especially when your conscious mind quiets down. One powerful method is to start each evening with a clear, focused question, something specific and meaningful to you. For example, you might ask, "How can I improve my presentation tomorrow?" Or, "What's the next best step for my project?" As you relax in bed or recline comfortably, gently repeat the question in your mind like a soft echo. Don't force the answer. Just drift towards sleep, letting the question settle. In this state, your brain shifts into alpha waves, a zone where your subconscious becomes more active and reflective, like a pot of soup gently simmering on low heat. Often, you'll wake in the morning with a new idea, a phrase, a feeling, or a moment of clarity that seems to come from nowhere. But it's your inner guidance speaking up. Always keep a notebook or journal beside your bed. When inspiration comes, jot it down right away, without judgment or analysis. Even if it's vague or incomplete, write it down with simple gratitude. Just say, "Thank you, mind," and continue with your day or drift back to sleep. Another powerful way to listen to your inner voice is through quiet meditation. Sit peacefully and focus on your breath. If you'd like, you can repeat a gentle phrase like, "I am open to guidance." Or you can simply observe your breath, your thoughts, and your body. Let distractions float away, like clouds passing through the sky. If an image, a word, or a subtle feeling arises, note it. Don't cling to it, just acknowledge it and let it pass. The more you practice this, the more natural it becomes to hear the quieter voice beneath all the noise. People often describe these moments as random flashes of insight, like the perfect idea that hits during a walk or a gut feeling that something's off. Sometimes it's a sensation in your chest saying yes or no, or a vivid image that makes you pause. These are not logical arguments. They're messages in the form of intuition, symbols, and inner sensations. Your job isn't to explain them, but to respect them, record them, and gently test them in real life. Ask yourself, does following this feeling bring clarity or chaos? Does it align with my values or not? Over time, this builds trust. Your intuition becomes a friend, a guide, reliable, honest, and surprisingly accurate. Your subconscious mind has already been working behind the scenes, sorting through your life's experiences, decisions, and emotions. Mind metaphors. In many ancient writings and spiritual traditions, words like heart, light, spirit, or even Lord can sound mystical or abstract. But what if these powerful words are also metaphors for how your mind and inner world truly function? Instead of seeing them only through a religious or poetic lens, you can begin to understand them as symbolic language that your subconscious naturally responds to. Take the word heart, for example. It often represents much more than the physical organ. It symbolizes the deep emotional core of who you are, your subconscious center, the place where your feelings, values, and intuitive wisdom live. It's why we say, "Listen to your heart," or "My heart wasn't in it." In many ways, your heart is a metaphor for the deeper emotional intelligence inside you. Now consider the words Lord or inner light. These might not just refer to something outside you. In spiritual or meditative language, the Lord may symbolize your highest self, the wise and calm voice within you that sees clearly even when your surface thoughts are anxious or scattered. When sacred texts say, "Trust in the Lord," it may also mean, "Trust your deeper guidance." Similarly, the phrase, "light within you," often points to that quiet sense of truth, clarity, and direction, what we today might call intuition or inner knowing. These aren't just poetic expressions, they're practical metaphors that describe how your mind organizes and interprets inner experience. When you begin to use symbolic language intentionally, you unlock another way to speak with your subconscious mind. Symbols bypass logic and speak straight to the emotional and imaginative part of you. Try choosing a symbol that resonates with you personally. Maybe a glowing light in your chest that represents strength, calm, and inner clarity. In a quiet, relaxed moment, visualize that warm light expanding inside you. See it filling your body, washing over your thoughts, and calming your energy. As you breathe into that image, say softly in your mind, "I connect with my inner light." Or, "My heart is open to wisdom. My inner light shines clearly." Feel the meaning of those words, not just the logic, but the emotional truth they carry. When done with sincerity, this simple practice helps bring the mind, body, and spirit into a more focused and peaceful state. You can use this symbolic approach before meditation, while falling asleep, or when you're facing a difficult decision. With practice, your subconscious learns to respond to these symbols, making them part of your inner language. You might notice that in moments of stillness, you begin to hear a quiet phrase or see a clear image that seems to come from deep inside, a sign that your mind is speaking back to you in its own symbolic way. This dialogue with your inner self isn't always loud or obvious. Sometimes it's a soft whisper, a sensation in your chest, a flash of a memory, or even a dream. But as you grow more fluent in this metaphorical language, you become better at understanding and trusting it. Ultimately, whether you call it your subconscious, your intuition, your spirit, or your inner wisdom, what matters is that you're working with a deep and powerful intelligence within you. By honoring symbolic language and using it consciously, you align your thoughts, emotions, and awareness into one coherent experience. You become more connected, more centered, and more capable of hearing your own truth clearly. And that, in itself, is a form of real inner power. If this video has helped you, please let me know in the comments. What area do you want to apply first? Health? Confidence? Or any habit? I'll share tips in the next video. And if this video has inspired you, please like and share it with someone who needs this message. Guide yourself with intention, kindness, curiosity. Every morning and night, plant a positive seed in your mind. Over time, watch your inner garden bloom with possibilities. Thank you so much for watching me, and I believe in the miracles within you. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and let your mind work its magic.